lot of what the organic model talks about, and a lot of the analogies used come from social biomimicry, looking at things in nature and trying to find pieces of truth to use in the social world. So I'm going to read something here. It's a little long, I'm sorry, but I thought it was pretty impactful. This is, I was talking, that quote at the very beginning is from the Iroquois, and there's an oath that they have to give when they become a council member on the Great Council, essentially what we use to model our federal government after. On their giant council, they have to give this oath when they join. Rather, they have to be affirmed by the people around them with this oath. We now do crown you with the sacred emblem of the deer's antlers, the emblem of your lordship. You shall now become a mentor of the people of the 5 nations. The thickness of your skin shall be 7 spans, which is to say that you shall be proof against anger, offensive actions, and criticism. Your heart shall be filled with peace and goodwill, and your mind filled with a yearning for the welfare of the people of the Confederacy. With endless patience you shall carry out your duty, and your firmness shall be tempered with tenderness for your people. Neither anger nor fury shall find lodgment in your mind, and all your words and actions shall be marked with calm deliberation. In all of your deliberations in the Confederate Council, in your efforts at lawmaking, and all your official acts, self-interest shall be cast into oblivion. Cast not over your shoulder behind you the warnings of the nephews and nieces, should they chide you for any error or wrong you may do, but return to the way of the great law, which is just and right. Look and listen to the welfare of the whole people, and have always in view not only the present, but also the coming generations, even those whose faces are yet beneath the surface of the ground, the unborn of the future nation. So,
sorry, I really like that.
So, where in there did you hear qualifications for managing? Or qualifications for being a good fiscal monitor? It talked about relationships, having trust, and building unity, because that's how you accomplish things. So, looking at leadership and kind of dividing how we look at it into 3 parts helps get you a better overall view of how you're...
Can you start by that?
Oh, I'm sorry. So there are three aspects to leadership. There are relationships that you engage in when you're a leader. There is the task that you're there to accomplish, and there's the process that you use to accomplish it. So nothing really profound there, but if you really start to think about this when you make your decisions, you'll find that 9 times out of 10, you're thinking about the task only. And this is complete leadership. This is how you see all of the aspects. So just noticing that is helpful. This is the relational leadership model. I just wanted to share with you guys. Good leadership should be driven by a common mission with definite goals to achieve positive change, so it's purposeful. You've always got to have some sort of positive change that you're working for. I mean, we all do in our mission statements and our constitutions. It has to be inclusive, empowering, ethical. So this is all wrapped up inside of an overarching process. And you have to look at it that way to avoid having that stopgap mentality where you're just here to fill a year. And the process that we find useful for looking at this, looking at leadership and accomplishing tasks of leadership is something called the organic model, which starts with plan, do, check, act. Tony, did you want to talk a little bit about this?
This is actually stolen from an economic principle called the efficiency model. But what it means is before you do something, kind of make a plan prior, so when you do it, you can be like, oh, I should probably stand up so people can see me. When you actually do something, you can have something that's a precursor to base the outcomes off of, cause and effect. Because when organizing, doing project campaigning, if you don't understand causality, there's no way to pass it on to the next person. Checking is when you check after the act to see how well your outcomes met your goal setting. Finally, the act at the end of it is what everyone wants to do right off the bat. That's that big push that everyone gets hyped about, but it comes after the plan, do, check stage. Kind of make sense? Smile and nod if you know what's going on. Do this if you want me to go over it again. Okay, cool.
You guys familiar with the scientific method?
There you go.
Hypothesis, It's been a while. It's not good for a presentation.
You do accept heckling in small doses, just so you know. Well, I said heckle, not, ostracizing.
Okay, thanks. Who was that? Yeah, thank you. So, we just kind of went over this, but I just wanted to put it up here so that you guys could actually see the precise language that we use when we look at it, because I find more and more in pretty much any communications, semantics really do matter. How you say it, what exactly you say, matters to how it's interpreted and what kind of proofs you can find in a statement. So,
We got plenty of room, just pretend. We're used to standing room only, so come make friends, cuddle. Let's chill.
There's 2 chairs.
okay, so the organic model is also